What if I told you that hidden within the DNA of the Jewish people lies a secret so profound, it challenges everything we think we know? A secret science is only beginning to unravel. Stick with me, because we're diving into one of the most fascinating genetic mysteries in human history. Introduction. Scientists have recently confirmed what historians and anthropologists have long suspected. No matter where Jewish communities have lived, Europe, the Middle East, North Africa, or even India, they all share a strong genetic connection. But how is this possible after centuries of global dispersion? The founder effect. The answer lies in something called the founder effect. Picture a small group of people separating from a larger community and living in isolation. Over generations, their unique genetic traits intensify because they marry within their group. Jewish communities experience this repeatedly from ancient Babylon to medieval Europe, living in close-knit societies and rarely intermarrying. This created a genetic bottleneck, amplifying both beneficial and harmful traits. For ancestral mothers, among Ashkenazi Jews, who make up the majority of Jewish populations in Europe and America, scientists uncovered something extraordinary. Nearly half of them descend from just 4 Jewish women who lived around 1,000 years ago. These 4 matriarchs, whose names are lost to time, passed their mitochondrial DNA, which comes only from mothers, to millions today. That DNA remains almost unchanged across generations, linking the present to the distant past. Intelligence and trade-offs. Here's where it gets even more intriguing and controversial. Multiple studies suggest Ashkenazi Jews have higher average IQs and are disproportionately represented in fields like science, math, and literature. One theory is that historical limitations, being restricted to professions like banking, medicine, and scholarly work, created pressure that favored intellectual traits. But this came with a cost. The same genetic patterns are linked to higher rates of disorders like Tay-Sachs disease and BRCA-related cancers. Was this nature's trade-off? A genetic price for intelligence? The jury's still out. Science, stereotypes, and misuse. Unfortunately, these findings haven't always been treated with objectivity. The Nazis twisted science into propaganda to dehumanize Jewish people. Even today, some conspiracy theorists misuse Jewish genetics to suggest secret powers or global control. But let's be clear, success isn't only about genes. It's about history, culture, education, opportunity, and resilience. Ancestral connections, perhaps the most powerful revelation? Despite thousands of years of exile, war, and migration, Jewish DNA still carries the unmistakable signature of ancient Israelites. Y chromosome studies show that Jewish men from different backgrounds, Ashkenazi, Sephardic, Mizrahi, all share Middle Eastern ancestors. Some studies even suggest that Jewish priests, or Kohanim, can trace their lineage back over 3,000 years to a single ancestor, possibly one who served in the ancient Temple of Jerusalem. Challenging the Khazar theory. There's been debate over the Khazar theory, which claims that Ashkenazi Jews descend not from ancient Israelites, but from a Turkic people who converted to Judaism. However, modern genetic research largely debunks this, confirming strong Middle Eastern roots with some European admixture, likely from intermarriage over time. The diversity within Jewish DNA, and it's not just Ashkenazi Jews. Sephardic and Mizrahi Jews, originating from Spain, North Africa, and the Middle East, carry unique DNA markers connecting them to the ancient Levant. Their migration routes, cultural shifts, and genetic adaptations tell stories of resilience, persecution, and deep historical roots. Surprising genetic advantages. Jewish populations have also shown remarkable genetic adaptations. For example, tuberculosis resistance, due to mutations in the RAMP1 gene. Typhus resistance, evident from lower mortality rates during medieval outbreaks. HIV resistance, thanks to the CCR5 delta 3-2 mutation that blocks viral entry into immune cells. These adaptations may have evolved due to centuries of forced migration, persecution, and crowded living conditions. The real secret. So, what is the deepest, darkest secret hidden in Jewish DNA? It's not one single thing. It's the layered complexity of genetics, culture, survival, and destiny. It's the unbroken chain linking modern people to their biblical ancestors. It's the strength and fragility carried within a double helix. But most of all, it's this. DNA may show us where we come from, but it will never dictate where we're going. If you found this story eye-opening, thought-provoking, or just fascinating, don't scroll away. Backhand index pointing right like this video. Loudspeaker, share it with someone curious about history and science. Speech balloon and drop your thoughts in the comments.